let's make lemonade. Okay. Let's go to work.
That's the signal! Go! Six! It's beautiful! Mother Nature just pissed her pants, dude!
This is The Rush with Travis Justice and Ross Peterson on The Rush Radio Network, Iowa's sports station.
Happy Wednesday or Thursday, everybody. It's Thursday. Get my days right, everybody. Gee, Merry Christmas. Welcome to the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive, where at Land Rover of Des Moines, big savings are here. In August, save up to $12,000 on select full-size Range Rovers and Defenders. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushladio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, good to have you dialed in this morning. Watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. Leave your comments in the comments section. The phone lines are back. We've got the technical difficulty fixed. 515-517-2303. And, of course, follow us on our social media channels. What's going on there, Ross Peterson?
What's up, bud? What's up? Ready for the end of the week here?
Yeah, you know, the week has actually flown by. You know, I mowed my yard on Friday. Or on Sunday. On Sunday. You know, it rained all day Sunday, and then in the afternoon, the sun came out. I mowed on Sunday. I mowed again last night. Dude, I looked outside, and I'm like, you know, if I wait till Sunday, it's going to be long again. I mean, really long. And so I went outside, and I mowed again yesterday.
I'm just looking at the extended forecast here. I don't have rain in the forecast until Monday now. So, but I'll be mowing again. I'll be mowing again before the weekend's over.
But this might be the first time, like in a 4-day period, that I've mowed back to back. I mean, the yard looks great, right? And I will say this, and I don't know if it's the chemicals in the air or whatever it is. Rainwater is better than like using a sprinkler. Rainwater does something to the yard that makes it greener, makes it lusher, makes it just better. When I use the sprinkler, it's like, it doesn't have the same effect. Or is that just a mental thing with me?
Lots of thoughts. I'm trying to process where I should start here so I don't upset everybody, upset all the apple carts. Yeah, Travis, when the rain comes down, it brings down all those chemicals that they've been spraying on top of you, and that does a lot of wonderful stuff for the plants.
Maybe not me so much.
I'm kidding.
When you,
I wonder if it's got to be this. It really has to be this. The sprinkler water is potable water, right?
Yeah.
You could drink that. It's got chlorine in it. It's got some other chemicals to kill the stuff that came out of the river. So, or as Kevin put it, rainwater has nitrogen. You know, maybe there's technical terms for this stuff. Rainwater has nitrogen, and then we remove the nitrogen from at the processing at the water treatment plant, which is not. Never mind. Words are hard.
When you were in grade school, I remember this, and I don't know if it's a thing anymore. Do you remember learning about acid rain? They had us scared of going outside in the rain because we were like going to be doused in acid.
Dude, it's kind of like quicksand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every time I went to the
when
desert, which wasn't that much, I'm like, every time I went to the desert, I'm going to die. I'm going to die.
Yeah, we were told quicksand was a much bigger deal. I'll tell you another one that they scared the crap out of us with. That stop, drop, and roll campaign. I thought people were catching on fire left and right.
I don't remember doing the stop, drop, and roll.
You didn't do stop, drop, and roll.
We did. I remember in elementary school, and so kindergarten and first grade, we were still doing nuclear fallout test.
Yeah, we did those.
So it was duck and cover, or hey, there's a nuclear blast. Let's go to the restroom in the cinder block wall. Really?
Oh, I got one better for you. Let's sit in the cinder block hallway. This was the game plan in the 80s. You'll remember this. Most of our audience will remember this. Sit with your back against the wall. Put your head between your knees and cover the back of your neck with a book. Did you do that?
Yes.
What were we doing? That way, if the building collapses, a few of you might survive from not having fatal spinal cord injuries sever your head from your spine. And you unlucky bastards that survive, here's how nuclear fallout's going to work.
By the way,
now back
where I was located with Sac Air Force Base 40 miles away, I would have been vaporized. I would not have had stuff fall in on me. I would have been vaporized.
You should have been taught to run towards the blast.
Yes.
That's what it should have been the lesson, right?
He's gone.
Why did we put books over the backs of our necks?
To make us feel good, to
So
make
that
us
if
feel like something was
debris-
going to happen.
If debris fell, that McGraw-Hill social studies book was going to
I would always
save
go.
my life.
Remember, you always had the one encyclopedia that
You
was
were
like,
looking for that bad boy because you were
that
like,
was
that's the lifesaver.
11 and a half by 18.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
lifesaver.
that basically becomes my tent in nuclear
Yes.
fallout. I prop that bad boy up. I live in the L section of the encyclopedia now.
I think if you go to small towns, and the last time I was back in Minden, it's been a year since my mom died. So, but I think like at the town hall, they still have like the fallout shelter sign. You know, the black and gold one where it's like fallout shelter. Really, we're still doing a fallout shelter. I mean,
Yeah. Berger has a heavy point, and then I'll lighten it up again. He says now they have school shooting drills. I'll take duck and cover.
that's fair,
Fair point,
100%.
Sean.
Not
Fair
not
point.
not going to dispute that.
Second grade, Audrey goes to school on April 1st. And she is in the she's in an old whatchamacallit, 2-story building. Like it's an old 2-story building. She's on the second floor of the 2-story building. Her teacher tells her that day, we're going to have a version of a fire drill today, okay? But because it's going to rain a lot the next couple weeks, we have to have a flood drill. So when you hear the noise, everybody has to stand on top of their desks as fast as possible. They're on the second floor. It was April 1st, Travis. It was her April Fool's Day joke. A flood drill? That's brilliant.
Flood drill.
That's a really good April Fool's Day joke.
It is.
And better than the
alternative.
If there's an active shooter, here's how we. Somebody said that was that it was Sharkus. Sharkus, thank you, Sharkus. Your source for factual information, Sharkus 1A says that was tornadoes, Ross. That was tornado drill when we'd stand in the hallway and put the book over your neck.
Now we all just go to the window and wait for it so we can see the tornado. Or we walk outside and go, I can wait 2 more seconds, 2 more seconds, 2 more seconds. Anybody got a phone so we can tape this thing? And I'm guilty of that. If there's a good storm outside, I like to go outside and watch that thing come in. That's fun.
Person was taught the same thing you were. He says in the early 80s, my mom told me we lived about 5 blocks from where Travis lives. Not to worry about nuclear war because we'd be killed instantly. You won't even notice. Be like Lincoln at the theater.
That would actually be the way to go.
Yes. Well, I don't know about which way to go. I mean, instantly.
Yeah, vaporize. Yeah. Just one second you're here, the next you're not. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to August 20th, 2026.
Hey, did you see Mick put in here earlier, and I've lost it now. Today's the 12th anniversary of when we did the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Oh, really?
Yesterday, he said. Yesterday was the 12th anniversary of the Ice Bucket Challenge with Tanya.
Seems like yesterday, man.
Golly.
Seems like yesterday.
You're right.
I remember it like it was yesterday. And some of the more memorable stuff we've done in our careers together. That's one of them. I mean, we've done a lot of stuff together, but some stuff just sticks out more than others. If you were asking me the top things we've done, the Ice Bucket Challenge with Mick would be one of them.
Yep, up there.
Glenn asked if Coach went to TC. I think he's Glenn from Hard Truth Rods. By the way, if you need a fishing rod, Glenn at Hard Truth Rods.
Was so much fun going over there and hanging out with Glenn, dude. I could hang out with that guy for days. Sit there and watching rods spin. You know how they say like, "Oh, I'd rather watch
mesmerizing."
I'd rather watch paint dry. I'd rather watch rods dry. Travis, he had one. I won't give away the secret. He just really super creative guy. He had one that had this pattern on it. I'm like, how did you do that? That is amazing. He's like, and he pulled a different piece of like construction material off the wall that looked like it was, you know what I mean? If you walked into any guy's garage, it's on the wall. And I'm like, that's brilliant. Like, yeah, I just played with it till I figured it out. Oh, I want one of those. Pretty stuff, man.
So, Coach Hersom, who texted me last night from Edmond, Oklahoma, he's giving me play-by-play of the Fever game, and I'm like, Coach, they played last night.
He goes, watching a replay and thought it was live.
I go, he goes, I don't know why I'm watching the WNBA, but I'm watching because Sophie Cunningham's on. I'm like, I go, dude, that's a replay. And he had no clue.
I saw that text that was like, I'm watching this because, hey, Sophie's on, and that ain't nothing, right?
Yeah.
That was a replay of an old game. When I went out to Willis, Trav, on Tuesday, remember the Fever had played Monday night. And when I went out to Willis Nissan on I was at the Collision Center.
They played Tuesday night.
They played Tuesday night. Okay, so I was there on Wednesday. They were watching a replay of the game that morning. And it was on TV, and I watched it in the lobby for a few seconds. I turned to the kid that was in, I go, hey, did you turn this on intentionally? Are you watching this? And he goes, it's the only sport that's on. I wanted to watch sports. It was this or women's golf, and I chose this because Caitlin Clark's on TV.
Probably a better selection.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, man, maybe this is and by the way, while I was there was a guy, a 60-year-old man in a Fever t-shirt.
He's got the fever. But Glenn asked if Coach went to Tri-Center, and he's talking about 5 blocks from my house in Omaha, not in Minden, just to let you know, Glenn. So, because we have a big Air Force base here with an underground bunker it's like the second safest place in the world.
You have Offutt Air Force Base?
Yeah, so it's now Offutt. It used to be Strategic Air Command.
I was thinking those were two separate things. Strategic Air Command and Offutt Air Force Base are the same thing.
Are the exact same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Aviation Museum that's out there is super cool.
That's in Ashland, and they have an SR-47 or SR whatever those the spy planes that could fly at like 80,000 feet and like saw the UFOs back in the 70s. You walk in, there's a big one of those just hanging in the lobby. You're like, oh, it's
pretty cool.
It's a pretty cool plane. But if you like military airplanes, the SAC Air Museum, and you've been there. I think you took the kids there, right?
Yeah. Eli and I went camping there with the Boy Scouts one time. We stayed. We slept in the museum.
Yeah. So that's a lot of fun. Ross, yesterday was Iowa State Media Days. Woohoo! I mean, you don't learn much more. They just had Big 12 Media Days. You know, it's Jimmy Rogers' second major press conference in front of the Iowa State media. And so you get to talk to some of the players, but there's so much unknown here. And I want to ask you, what is the floor for Iowa State football? Right now, sportsbooks have them anywhere between 4.5 to 5.5 wins on the season. What is the floor? And what I mean by that, I think internally the expectations for Iowa State football are probably a lot higher than they are externally, right? And they should be. I think every program has higher expectations, unless you're Ohio State, which is number 1 in the country. But in somebody like Iowa State's shoes, you're like, hey, everybody's doubting us. But I guess
what you're asking is what makes the fans happy? What are the fans expecting?
Yes. Yeah. So I think right now if Iowa State ended up with 4 or 5 wins, people would go, that's what we were expecting. That's that. But what number would make Iowa State fans, not just Iowa State fans,
Okay.
let's say college football prognosticators, go, boy, Jimmy Rogers did a hell of a job. Is that 7? Is that 8?
Oh, he wins 7 games and they're in a bowl. That's hey, Jimmy Rogers did a hell of a job.
I would agree with you.
This guy picked up. I mean, how many returning players do they have from the roster?
2 or 3 or something like that.
Crazy. If he can win 6, 7 games, that's definitely exceeding expectations, and that reaches the mark you're talking about. We're on a national level on ESPN. They're saying, hey, but when they're doing the announcements of the bowls, they say, what a great job by Jimmy Rogers here in the first year. And watch out, because, man, Iowa State, if they did that now, I don't think that that's necessarily the ceiling, by the way. I don't think that 7 wins is, and I'm not trying to be crazy. I'm just looking at their schedule.
Okay.
All right. So Southeast Missouri State, but you've got to win that one.
You got to
win that one.
I think
At
they're like
Iowa,
29.5-point favorite in that game.
At Iowa, who's a ranked team, is returning a bunch of stuff. Call that a loss. Hosting Bowling Green might be that's like one of those metric games. Now, hold on. Let me take this. They beat Iowa. Unlock the door on the expectations.
I would agree with you.
It's, oh my God, we got Kurt Signetti. We did it.
No, that would be week 2. We'd be like, pump the brakes.
They beat Iowa, Trav. Iowa's the second or third best team on their entire schedule. Right now, again, preseason. BYU and Utah, I think, are in that are the other
Absolutely.
two, right?
Is Texas Tech on their
Texas
schedule?
Tech's not on their schedule.
Okay. But BYU would be.
Yeah.
Utah would be.
But listen to the okay, so let's just go through the schedule. So right now we've got them, we think, 2-1, beating Bowling Green and Southeast Missouri State. Again, they beat Iowa. The rest of this conversation's moot because then every game's winnable. Because it's you host Utah, tough game. You host West Virginia,
winnable game.
You're at BYU, probably a loss. Again, I'm just looking at a 15th ranked or 14th ranked BYU team. At Arizona, winnable game.
It'll be tough.
Hosting Oklahoma State,
winnable game. At
Baylor.
I think anytime you go on the road, it's going to be. I mean, they're going to be a dog a lot, but going on the road is just a different thing. I'll say a loss.
Cincinnati, hosting Cincinnati.
Well, they don't have Brendan Sorsby, and you're at home. I'd say possible.
They don't have Brendan Sorsby right now. In 2026 in college sports, that's an important clarification.
Well, did you see what happened in Louisiana yesterday,
dude?
And actually, this popped up. So a judge in Louisiana put a temporary restraining order that allows like 16 players to come back and play their 5th season, and it includes some players that went through NFL training camp. And you have another round of cuts coming up on August 30th, I believe it is, to where I was reading on one of my newsletters that I get yesterday that some of these guys are lawyering up, even though they've signed professional contracts, to try to come back if they don't have a fallback in the National Football League, to come back and try to make money in college.
So they don't have Brendan Sorsby right now. So you think that's a winnable game?
I do.
At UCF.
Oh, 3rd year of Scott Frost. Are you kidding me?
This is
the year of the Golden Knights, baby. Year of the Golden Knights.
The weird thing is that game's Friday, November 20th. It already has a kick time. It's a 5:00 kick on FS1. The other one that already has a kick time is Friday, October 9th at BYU, 9:15.
Ooh, that's a loss, by the way. That's a loss. You're not winning at BYU.
9:15 on ESPN. This is why I was never like a real night owl. This is what BYU and San Diego State, all those games that were on, the 9:00 kickoffs. I was like, they're still playing football.
But Ross, it's 7:15 in Provo.
I know. So with that, hearing that schedule, does it change anything? So again, I think that the floor, if they don't win 4 games, if they don't beat Southeast Missouri State, Bowling Green, pile in a couple more there. What does it look like? Maybe Oklahoma State and Kansas State. Those are 2 home games. Or Cincinnati.
Kansas State will be tough.
Yep. The road games are tough. Win at Arizona.
Are you saying the floor for Iowa State is 4 or is it 5? I'm just curious because some have it at 4.5, some have it at 5.5.
Yeah,
just
4.5.
wondering what your floor is.
No, but I got to pick a number.
Yeah, you got to pick a number.
All right, if they win, and I tell you what, if it's 4, but it's the right 4, that sounds so stupid, but I'm serious. Let me lay out a scenario where they beat Southeast Missouri State, they beat Bowling Green, they upset Utah at home, and then they win the final game of the year against Kansas State. Would people hate that 6-7 game stretch in the middle where you lost 7 in a row?
Yeah, because you'd be like, how did you lose to those teams but beat those teams?
Beat Utah.
Yeah. I think
the expectation is going to be if you win 5 games, people will be like, okay, you put a team together. You went out and tried. You fought. You won a couple games. You win 6 and you get to a bowl game, or 7 and you get to a bowl game, and then I think it's like, hey, this guy did a really good job.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you. To me, the floor is 5. If you don't win 5, it's disappointing.
Which 5?
I don't care which 5.
I think it matters. I think it does. And let's just throw this out. As a Hawkeye fan, I hate to even say it. What if they beat the Hawks at Kinnick? What if you beat the number 22 ranked team at Kinnick?
Hell, there would be some that would say, Ross, that if you beat Iowa and didn't win another game, that would be perfectly
that's
fine.
My point. That's my point when I say 4, but the right 4. Would fans be happy with that? They'd be content with it. They wouldn't be happy. Get to 6 and 7 and get to a bowl game. Fans are going to be ecstatic about a 7-win Iowa State team this year. Ecstatic. Magic happens. You beat the other non-ranked teams that you play, and you win on the road at Arizona, at Baylor, at UCF. Those aren't unheard of things. They're difficult. I don't know what to expect. If I told you have to pick a win total for this Iowa State team, it's easy right now to go, yeah, probably in that 5 range.
See, I'm going to go with, if you ask me, if you get my win prediction is going to be 6. I think the ceiling is 8. I think the floor that if they do anything less than 5 would be disappointing.
Okay, that's a tight window. I like that because I've got a way bigger window. There. Yeah, I see from 3 to 9.
9 would be
insane.
9. Jimmy Rogers is the Big 12 Coach of the Year.
Travis, here's my thing. I don't know. I don't know these guys. I don't know any of these coaches. Here's what I do know: they're all Division I players. They're all guys that were standouts at one point that a college coach looked at and said, "I can win with this dude." And they got a college coach who seems to know what it is going to take to win at certain levels. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. I think that it's going to be a fun year as a non-Cyclone fan, it's going to be a fun year to watch this thing play out.
Let's say they end up with 4.
Okay.
You're going to have a lot of if you get to 7 or 8, people are like, I'm buying season tickets.
Yes.
Where the path forward is good. You hit that 4 number, people are going to go like, how are you going to talk people into coming to Iowa State?
You hit that 4 number, you know what a lot of people are going to be talking about? Penn State.
Especially, and look at Penn State's record, or not record, look at their schedule.
Looks like they're going to walk into the playoffs.
Yes.
And if Iowa State is in that 4-win category at the end of the year, a lot of people are going to be going, wait a minute. We let Mauser go? that thing of being above 500, getting to 7 wins, and imagine, Travis, that we are sitting here in a couple of months, in 4 months, talking about a bowl team, an Iowa State bowl team. What does that mean? That means that there was a hell of a season in Iowa State.
Chris said that one thing he knows is the excitement is there. I've been doing this almost 40 years. I've never seen a preseason, even for bad teams, when there wasn't excitement.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you have no choice but to be excited, right? Because you're like, hey, we're 0-0. There's always a chance. Something that can disappear quickly is excitement. Something that can build quickly is excitement. So I understand the comment, but it's like, I don't know a team that isn't excited right now. Because everybody thinks they have a chance.
Or fan base or something like that. And honestly,
I'm not saying internally. I think coaches have a pretty good idea. But
as an outsider, I'd say there's less excitement about this.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Travis, dude, we had John Walters on last week, or a couple weeks ago, and it's like, I don't know these guys. Just being honest, I'm learning. I'm learning quickly. We're all going to learn very quickly. But the excitement around an Iowa State team, they were a ranked team last year.
True. I'm not.
A lot more excitement last year.
Oh, what? I'm not comparing the excitement levels. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and Shipley clarifies. He said, I was just trying to say the sadness over Campbell is gone. That I agree with.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see that, by the way.
Because you have to move on. If you stay stuck, it's like, and you see this, when you move into a new house, I don't miss the old houses I live in. As a matter of fact, the day I moved out, it's like I never lived there, right? Yeah. Even though I spent 10 years in one house and like 5 years in another, it's like the day I moved into my new home, this is home.
There is a thing. Man, you brought back a weird thing. There is a thing that happens there, Trev. And it's what you went through in that house.
Yeah.
There's a really good song called Sun in an Empty Room. And it's about the feeling, like, you only see it twice. Only twice are you going to see the house completely empty. And the sun coming through the, shadeless windows. And it's when you move in and when you move out. And sometimes when people are moving out, dude, there is that Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air moment. They stop at the door and they turn around and they go, whoa. Whoa, man, 25 years of my life was here. Or, man, I helped Opal move. It was the first time she'd moved in 60 years. Moved to her first time she had a garage.
That's what my mom wouldn't move out of her house before she died. She goes, I need to hit my 60 years. I said, no, you don't, Mom. You don't need to stay here.
They send a medallion if you get to.
Yeah. I remember the day I walked out of that house, I'm like, my memories aren't the best here. So I'm
right. And that's it too. It's like, oh, glad to leave that place in my past.
Well, the good thing is we're talking about football, and football is almost here, and Shields wants you to celebrate with them. Shields in West Des Moines is going to have a back-to-kickoff week with fun events, free samples, games, and your chance to win a $1,400 tailgate package. That's right, a $1,400 tailgate package. So on August 31st, you have the Shields Fan Zone in West Des Moines. In-store games and activities. On September 2nd, Touchdown Taste from 11 to 2. That's going to be stop in and get free food samples. And then the Rush Radio Network is going to be live from Valley High School on September 4th, where there's going to be food, games, prizes, and music. So grab your friends and family and kick off the football season with Shields in West Des Moines. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you could change your life for life. Play today.
When you work with a company like Mr. Electric that goes above and beyond and makes the customer their priority, that is just a real joy to encounter these days. It was a fairly complicated project and it was intimidating. They made it look so easy and they were very professional, very clean folks. They thoroughly explain what they're going to do. It's clear that they're experienced and that they know what they're doing. Having professionals out there that can do that for me, that gives me a lot of peace of mind.
When I'm meeting a new patient, I want them to feel comfortable knowing that odds are I've seen something like this before.
From the moment a patient steps into the room to the moment the patient leaves the office, I think they're going to get a great experience.
I think it feels good coming in and feeling like it's a community here and you get to be a part of that community and get to be taken care of by that community.
My goal is when they walk out of there to know that I'm fighting for them, I'm pulling for them.
Schedule an appointment at iowauro.com.
Loving the Rush? Of course you are. Keep listening for more local sports content on The Lunch Rush with Trent Condon from 11 to 1 and Beyond the Bench with Sean Roberts and Lucas Strain from 4 to 6 every day. It's all here on the Rush Radio Network.
It's August, and that means it's almost time to send your kids back to school. And here at Willis Lexus, we want to make sure you and your teen driver's vehicle are safe and reliable for the year ahead. So for this month, we're offering a complimentary vehicle inspection. Just bring you or your teen's car into any Willis service center, and our skilled technicians will check over things like your brakes, tires, and more. Any make, any model. Give us a call to schedule or visit us online at willislexus.com. Thank you.
Every business has priorities, and Priority One Heating and Cooling is no different. As a service provider, we prioritize quality air conditioners and furnaces that will keep your home at your comfort level year-round. As a small business, we prioritize doing things the right way and treating people fairly. As a truly local business, we prioritize our community. As a veteran-owned business, we prioritize duty and commitment. For big business service with local value, trust your home to the place where you are always Priority One.
I hope you're stretched, hydrated, and prepared for more nonsense because The Rush with Travis and Ross, presented by Willis Automotive, is back now.
You're muted.
Said, it snuck up on me. I was not paying attention. If you're not feeling right, don't ignore it. Treat it, but treat it your way. Urology Center of Iowa has a dedicated men's health wellness center designed to restore your confidence and your comfort and put you back in control. Because at UCI, you will get personalized treatment based on you and nobody else. You deserve a clear plan, a private, tailored experience, and judgment-free care. That's UCI. Schedule an appointment with UCI today at Iowa. URO.com. Went down a rabbit hole yesterday, Ross, and you're probably going to think I'm breaking continue to break a broken record, but I sat yesterday and I started going down jersey patches, right? We talked about the on-field logo yesterday with Progressive Insurance at Iowa and Mid-America Energy, and both Iowa and Iowa State have announced that they're not going to have jersey patches this year. You know, kind of we're looking for the right partner. We're not going to jump to anything here. Now, we're talking a significant round of revenue that could be brought in, right? I mean, you could get the instant fix. But then I started thinking, okay, how alone is Iowa and Iowa State in this? Is it because they really can't sell it, or are they looking for the market to be set by others? Meaning you want to sit back and go, okay, this is what blank is getting. Here is what blank is getting. We can wait a year to see what that looks like. So right now, you have 4 teams in the Big Ten that will have jersey patches as of right now.
Ohio State with J.P. Morgan Chase. That was like an $18 million deal annually for all varsity sports.
$18 million. Ohio State is not. It's at a different level than Iowa and Iowa State.
It's on a different level than almost every other Big Ten team. Michigan might be. Michigan's right there. Penn State's
Michigan, Penn State don't have jersey patches yet.
Oregon?
No, you have Ohio State, you have Illinois, Michigan State, and Wisconsin. Those are the ones that have.
Okay.
So Ohio State has J.P. Morgan Chase. Illinois has Bussy Bank. Michigan State has the Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. Notice the pattern here. Banks. Bank. Wisconsin is only for football, men's basketball, and men's hockey, and it's Culver's.
Oh, yeah, Wisconsin-based institution.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You have BYU, which has Entrala. I have no idea what Entrala is, but that's football only. KU has Ripple, which is a cryptocurrency type thing. They're going to use a cryptocurrency logo.
I thought they were the folks that Ruffles had paired with years ago.
Kansas State
ridges. Ruffles have ridges. Ruffles have ridges.
KSU announced theirs yesterday. It's going to be Purple Wave Auctions. So it must be an online auction site.
Wait a minute. Purple Wave Auctions?
Yes.
Is that a Kansas State subsidiary?
Yes. Yeah, it's not a subsidiary. It is a local company.
Huh?
Purple Wave Auctions.
100% internet-based, no reserve public auctions, agricultural, heavy construction, commercial fleet vehicles, government. Okay. All right. They're like the Amazon. They're like the eBay for heavy construction equipment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oklahoma State.
When you said Purple Wave Auction, I was imagining like a Kansas State sports memorabilia auction house.
Yeah. But like most local companies that want to jump on something, let's put Purple Wave on there, and people think that's Kansas State related. So you've kind of...
Yeah, it fits. And they are out of Manhattan.
Oklahoma State is having the Osage Nation. That's a nice way of saying casinos. Because the Osage Nation owns a lot of casinos.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
No.
And then West Virginia has Antero Resources, which is the largest producer of natural gas in West Virginia. So you have 5 in the Big 12. You have 4 in the Big 10.
Travis,
a lot of these are multi-sport deal. And here's what I think Iowa and Iowa State are holding out for. And I don't disagree with it. And that is not too many people. If I'm an athletic department, I want you on every jersey, not one jersey. That way there's consistency across the brand you've invested in, and you can provide more value for a much bigger investment, right? If you just go with football right now, I was reading the Sports Business Journal yesterday, and for a Power 4 school, they're looking at a $1 to $3 million investment as the value of what a jersey patch would be. Now, again, Alabama's an outlier. Ohio State's an outlier. But Ohio State is $18 million for all varsity sports. Yeah. So you're looking, do I want $3 million for one jersey, or do I want $10 million for everything across the board?
I mean, I get it that you want to make sure you don't undervalue it, right? You don't want to sign a deal for 3 years with Wells Fargo at $200,000 a year, and then the next week find out that you could have done it for $1 million, and now you're locked in. You've ACC'd yourself, right? You've locked into a long contract at a lower value than what the market would have allowed you to do. But I also feel like, man, something's better than nothing. And if you could go out and get $1 million for a jersey patch on your football, then that's $1 million. It's $1 million you don't have right now that you don't have to beg the other people for. And Travis, the other thing that's shocking to me is like, I'm obviously wrong. I know before it comes out of my mouth, I've got that part of my brain that goes, yeah, because you're an idiot. The jersey patch to me seems to be the best value.
Bingo. That's
okay, thank you.
No, bingo. I was going to ask
you,
what's more value, a field logo or a jersey patch? And I spent like 30 seconds thinking about this.
Okay.
And I said, you know why the jersey patch is the best value for a company to buy? I can almost tell you what every major institution's shoe contract is based on the jersey patch on their jersey.
Great point. I thought you were going to just say the thing that came to my mind right away was longevity.
No, mine is they're a Nike school. Oh, they're an Adidas school.
Yeah, but
you're one of the outlier Under Armour schools. Why do I know that? Because it's all over your frickin' jersey.
Travis, for eternity, when they show a picture of 2026 Iowa Hawkeyes, you've got the Rush patch right there, right?
Yep.
Forever. The jersey patch to me seems to be the best value. Why would it be the hardest one to sell? I think you're right. I totally agree about the all sports thing. They're looking for a multi-sport deal, and that is probably then geez, I hate this part of it, because I imagine what happens there, Travis. They're looking at it and going, all right, so let's say the football jersey's worth $1 million. Maybe we can get $3 million for all these sports. Well, the fact is, all the other sports combined are not worth what football's worth.
Well, I would push back on that if you're a really good basketball school, because if you get to the NCAA tournament, that is golden.
That's a good point.
Golden.
If you get to the Sweet 16.
Oh, a lot of people watch those first and second round games. A lot of people watch those.
That's true. And all you need is one shining moment.
Yes.
And that,
because, we were talking about Progressive yesterday, all over Duke Slater Field, okay? Unless you're on a wide shot, unless you're inside the 30, you're not seeing it, and you're probably not paying attention to it. How many times do you go to the quarterback straight tied up, and you see from pads up, all you see is that logo?
Yeah.
And your eyes automatically go to it. You're not looking
and even the field patch
eyes.
Like, even if there's a great play and you're like, well, man, what if you get some amazing play that lives in infamy and, you get a Tate to Holloway thing. Yeah, but then you also get the Dallas Clark moments where the best shot is field view. And you don't even see the field. You don't even see the field sponsor. So I'm glad to hear you say that, because my initial instinct was like, man, isn't the jersey patch the best value for the advertising dollar?
Absolutely. Well, if you want to know what the best value is, as far as television exposure, yes. If I'm a company, and if you're looking to spend money, I would buy the signs that are right in front of the pisser. You go in to take a piss. You know what I'm talking about, right? How many times have you gone into a bar and you look straight ahead, you're like, oh, look at that. And I know Kinnick Stadium has them. I know Hilton Coliseum has them. You're like, okay, am I going to look to my left, look to my right? No, I'm going to look straight ahead, and I'm going to pee, and I'm going to like, oh, look at that. And you're probably going to pee like 2 or 3 times during a game, so you're going to see that. And you're talking, I don't know, 40, 50,000 people a game taking a piss.
When I'm in a public urinal like that, I make it as uncomfortable for everybody as possible. My head's on a swivel. I'm making friends, small talking, doing my little jokes, knocking on the dividers, going, don't you hate these things? Huh? The pisser thing, that's so great, Trav.
Best value in the stadium, and probably the cheapest.
That's why they have advertising on urinal cakes.
Yes.
I'll be honest. When I look at those things, I mean, they've hacked the system there. Because it is absolute protocol. You stare at the wall. 100%. You go into that place and you count the bricks. That's what you do. And then they were like, oh, they have to look in that direction? Like, yeah, it's like an unspoken rule. You got to keep your head straight ahead. Oh, throw some ads right there. Gives us something to read.
It's the most valuable space in the stadium.
And then I like how Quickstar uses it for their advertisements. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times you go in, that's the first thing you got to do. You stop, you're getting gas, you're like, I got to pee. You walk in, my buddy Carlson just wrote, captive audience.
100%.
And you're standing, and then the beauty of the Quick Start ad is that you're now shopping.
Look at that, a hot dog and a pop for $1.50.
That's a damn good deal on eggs.
And it's repetitive. You just come back week after week. Oh, they switched up the ad this week. But, I know Iowa and Iowa State aren't selling their jersey patches. They will have to eventually. Because
Trav, do you think this is just a matter of
I think they're holding out for a multi-sport
deal? Okay.
And that's a different price point. Because you can.
Man, why not sell?
Okay, I'm going to use you as an example. You just bought a Nissan Rogue from Willis Automotive.
Yes, I did. Love it.
Now, you could have got the base model, but you got the titanium model.
Platinum. Damn right.
The platinum model.
Yeah.
Comes with a few extra bells and whistles.
Oh, I love it. Got the heads-up display, got
100%.
the Pro Pilot Assist, the heated seats. Love it.
And you're like, that was worth more than the base model.
Yeah.
So here you're like, well, the base model would be one sport, but why when you could go to the platinum model and have all varsity sports?
But you're not selling the platinum.
You're selling more exposure.
You're not selling anything. You're not selling anything. You've gone to the customers now and you've said, "Hey, we got these various options for you," and the customer has said, "No, I don't want that."
Ooh, Jeremy brings up a good thing.
Okay.
What about said patch on the branded fan gear?
Explain to me what that means.
So if you went to the Iowa State bookstore, you bought a jersey at a Cyclone game, you're buying the jersey with the patch on it. So, or all branded gear. If you're buying a piece of football gear.
Yeah. That's the longevity stuff, that not just photos and stuff. That's the longevity thing I'm talking about. When you Travis, that applies to your Nike, Adidas school thing.
Yeah.
Those are right there, man, forever. Bill Blank is such a great example. My buddy Bill showed up last night at my house. He got a new e-bike and he's been riding it around. And I'd taken the girls, I'd taken Audrey and her friends swimming yesterday to squeeze the last drop of fun out of the summer because she starts school today. So Bill calls me. He's like, "Hey, I'm at your house. I'm a few minutes away. I'm just coming back from the pool. Be there in a minute." I turned around the corner. I swear to God, I thought Caitlin Clark was in my driveway. It's Bill. Bill's wearing a Caitlin Clark jersey. He's got his bike helmet is a black bike helmet that he's bought all of the decals for a Hawkeye football helmet. It's got the gold stripe down the middle. He's got Tiger Hawks. He's got the ANF sticker. Love the guy.
See, I'm a horrible human being. I don't wear a helmet when I get on a bike.
Even when you wore the full bike, the full Lycra outfit?
I did, but I get to the point where I'm like, this, I don't want to wear a helmet.
Why, you didn't think you looked cool or what?
Yeah, it was vanity.
And
Total
you thought
vanity.
you thought it was the helmet.
Yes. It wasn't the spandex. It wasn't the tight bike shorts with the diaper in the back or the bun cushion.
Yeah, it was the helmet.
It was the helmet that took it over the top.
Yeah, because here's the deal with you. With a helmet, you're hiding the goods. Right? And you want people to
look at my clip-on shoes. Come on, I clip in here, man. But I guess an electric bike is a different story because that's let's be honest what an electric bike is. Sure, it can assist you, but there's a power setting where it becomes almost a moped. It's like a 40cc moped at some point.
Bill said this thing goes 30.
Okay, that's a moped.
Brett asked a question. Yes, Brett, we do know. Anyway. I think Bill's is pedal assist. I'm speaking out of turn here. I don't even know. I'm repeating some of the things I remember him telling me about it. it's pedal assist. So
my first moped in like 1983 had pedals on it because you needed to pedal
remember,
it.
I never drove one of those, but I remember seeing those.
Yeah,
you had to pedal it to start it?
To start it.
Wow. Do you remember when I got in the accident with the e-bike?
No.
Oh, dude. Pulling into the radio station in my Ford Ranger. I was going there for some, it was like on a random, it was one of those deals where I'm like stopping to go to the bathroom or something like that. It wasn't even, you know what I mean? I wasn't coming to work. It was a weird thing. I'm going down Grand, and as I'm pulling into the radio station, there's a dude coming up the sidewalk doing like 35, 40. He's flying. And I turn into the radio station, and the guy hits the back of my truck and his e-bike. And I heard bang, and I look in the mirror. I'm not kidding, man. Pieces are in the air. And I hear this guy yell, "Not again!"
Humphrey says e-bikes are a lazy person's bike. Now, hold on for a second. Humphrey.
Here we go.
I've actually been thinking about getting my wife and I e-bikes, okay? Some people, me, don't have the cardiovascular strength to go up hills. And I don't have the leg strength. If I was on Ragbri and didn't have, which I'll never be on Ragbri, but if I was on Ragbri and I'm doing a heavy climb day, people are going to make more fun of me for getting off my bike and walking up said hill than being on an e-bike to get up the hill. Just saying. I don't think it's lazy. It's just for people who don't have the strength to get up a hill.
I first of all would say I agree with your overall point.
Okay.
But I do
here comes the butt. Here comes the butt.
Think that, you talk like you are 83, not 53.
Listen,
I don't have the leg strength to get up those hills.
Mine may be of a 14, 15-year-old boy. My body's starting to feel like a 65, 70-year-old man.
Here's what I would say. The one that cracks me up, though, is this
People are
attitude.
mean. If you can't pedal up a hill, you shouldn't be on a bike. Jesus.
Here, we're gonna go through a couple of these because they came in rapid fire, but there's the similar attitude to all of this, okay? Mike writes in, e-bikes are cheating.
What are you cheating on? I'm not riding competitively.
Humphrey, who also said it's a lazy person's bike, said, I hate seeing kids on those electric bikes. All kids should have to pedal.
I'm not pushing on that and not have gears. They need to ride a bike with a banana seat and big steering wheel handlebars.
It's got to have great big.
It's funny. When Greta got on her first bike, we got her a bike that was kind of old fashioned, right? Watching kids because all the brakes are on the hands, right? Well, this was in the old, you had to push backward. Yeah. And you had to time that. Because if you were going fast, she couldn't figure it out. I'm like, you should learn how to ride a bike without gears and an old-fashioned brake. I've moved beyond that, okay?
But I love this attitude. I love it. I love this attitude of like, damn it, it's the way I did it.
Ross, all my kids can drive a stick.
Good. And that's excellent, right?
Yes.
How many manual transmission cars are being made?
I don't know. I got one out in the driveway right now, and I don't care.
I know you do. It's like, I learned Latin. How come my kids don't have to learn Latin?
They should.
There you go. That's the answer.
Especially if they're going to be lawyers.
That's
that
the
Latin
answer.
base.
My car didn't have a radio. Why would your car have a radio? Kids these days.
Yeah, you should have a radio that has a little dial that you don't get to push a button to go to to whatever rate. You need to turn that and dial it in just right.
Right.
Just right.
But only if you're of a very specific age group, because if you're just a little bit older than that, then it's like, what? Radios? Do you realize at one point in time when they created gunpowder, and they're like, holy shit, I can create this thing. Dad, check this out. If I put this little charge into this thing, it shoots this deal out. We don't have to chase down the tiger anymore and kill it with our bare hands. Do you realize that guy's dad went, you fucking kids are soft. You and your boys aren't even going to go out and chase down that saber tooth anymore. Kill it with your bare hands. What's going on with these kids these days? Honey, do you hear this? They got some newfangled contraption takes down the lion for them. I don't even want to know what's going to happen with your kids. It's been forever. These kids aren't even learning to pedal a bike no more. They don't need to. Well, but that's not the point. The point is I did it.
Yeah, but watch the movie The Postman. You're going to want some of these skills. You're going to want some of these skills.
Here you go. There you go. Feed it. Feed that conspiracy. I love it.
You're going to be stuck in some mountain town in Colorado or Oregon. Tom Petty's going to come walking around. Hey, didn't you used to be somebody?
And he's going to go, hey, anybody here figure out how to pedal a bike? And then who's going to be the hero?
The guy who knows how to pedal the bike.
Whose dad said, you know what? I ain't putting ashtrays in my car. Or I'm not taking the ashtrays out of my car. We don't wear seatbelts in this house.
We got an hour in the books. We got an hour to go. Brian Duax from Central City Liquors is going to be joining us at 7:30 for the Central City Liquors Rush Radio Show special of the week. It is the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job-ionaire, a front row tickets to every show-yonaire, a hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie-yonaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles-yonaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery, you can change your life for life. Play today.
At Iowa Floor Covering, we believe great floors start with great service. Whether you're looking for a plush carpet, durable LVP, timeless hardwood, stylish laminate, or beautiful tile, including custom tile showers, we'll help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, no pushy sales tactics, just honest guidance from a team that listens. DIY Weekend Warrior, we've got the products and advice to set you up for success. Iowa Floor Covering, floors you'll love from people you can trust.
There are a lot of reasons to want a self-driving mower from Iowa Mobotics.
Being automated gives me more time to do my hobbies.
I travel so much for work that I don't have time to take care of the lawn, but I still care about how it looks.
And I'm just lazy. Gives me time to work in the wood shop instead of spending it on the mower.
It works in my schedule.
And I just really hate doing it.
No matter your reason, with Iowa Mobotics, spend less time mowing, more time living.
August is here, which means back to school season is upon us. We over at Land Rover Des Moines want to ensure you and your teens' vehicles are ready for the road ahead. For the entire month of August, we are offering free multi-point vehicle inspections, any make or model. At any of our service center locations, a certified technician will take a look at your tires, brakes, underneath the car, and everything in between. To schedule an appointment, give us a call or head online at LandRoverDesMoines.com.
Love the Hawkeyes. You love hot takes. Combine them after every game this season with the Black and Gold Rush on the Rush Radio Network.
The best bread is made from scratch, freshly baked with locally sourced ingredients and love. At Big Sky Bread, we take great pride in our delicious products. We know you'll enjoy them almost as much as we enjoy baking them. Try our newly rebranded granola. Specially handmade, our amazing granola makes for a delightful treat. You can order online, purchase at local grocery retailers, or find us at the downtown Des Moines Farmers Market every Saturday. We look forward to serving you.
For people who like to save money.
Do you or a loved one suffer from chronic overspending, getting less but paying more? Then you may have a case of big HVAC. Now is the time to try Priority One. We set our own prices, which means you pay for what you need, not for anything else. And if you need a heating service or a new furnace, now is the time to try Priority One.
Side effects of Priority One include increased happiness, extra peace of mind, and bonus cash for whatever you want. Please use
Hi, it's Noel. At Fiscus Jewelers, we're honored by the fact that our customers continue to come back on purpose, and that trust means everything to us. For years, we've been privileged to be a part of life's most meaningful moments, and we never take that responsibility lightly. We proudly offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, cutting-edge custom designs, including free CAD drawings, and a team that takes the time to get it right. Thank you for choosing us year after year. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, is back. Because apparently Travis and Ross have even more to say.
Hour number 2 of the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Infinity. The all-new 2027 QX65 is available to lease for just $549 a month. $4,000 retail bonus on QX60 and $7,000 retail bonus on QX80. For any car that you want, new or even pre-owned. Start your buying journey at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushladio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like. Leave your comments in the comments section. You can also call the show at 515-517-2303 and follow us on our social media channels. You know, Ross, one of the big regrets in my life, and I don't have many, and I wouldn't even call it a regret because my life's been pretty good, is that I was not taught or I did not appreciate financial literacy at a young age, right? And,
Amen.
And not budgeting, stuff like that. The power of compound interest and the power of the stock market, right? And so I never really I didn't start investing in a 401k till 16 years ago. I'm so far behind on retirement, it's not even funny. And there's a stock right now that is interesting to talk about, and that is Nike.
Oh, yeah.
Nike, in the last 5 years, folks, has dropped 80% of its value. 5 years ago, it was at its all-time high at like $166 a share. It fell to like $38 a share a couple days ago. It's back up to $40. It's being compared in Forbes, Ross, to BlackBerry. I don't know if you want to be in the same conversation as BlackBerry, and I don't think Nike's going to go away like BlackBerry, but they're just saying the absolute cliff. Then I started going back to like the mid-'90s, you know, when Michael Jordan was... I mean, you could buy Nike for like $3-4 a share, and I'm like, why weren't we buying Nike when Michael Jordan was taking off, right? But Nike has lost a ton of money for its investors. The market cap has dropped tremendously. And they blame that on worldwide distribution, which is down 22%. It's down 17% in China. Why has Nike fallen off the wayside?
My opinion, or zoom out? Let's start with my opinion, because that's where we all... I've never been a Nike fan.
And that's fair.
I've always thought that it was kind of marketing. The shoes were not comfortable. They were, sure, good looking.
Bingo.
Good looking. But it seemed like it was always all marketing. I never once wore a pair of Nikes and was like, yeah, these are comfortable shoes. Never. I could tell you dozen other brands that I tried on, and I was like, whoa. I remember there's some put on a pair of Bourne shoes, and I was like, what? These are shoes? Echoes. They, are they good looking? Did I get the girls? No. No. I never understood the Nike craze. And my buddies that are just, I have friends that are like Nike obsessed.
Sean's one of them. Sean
is one of them.
Is Nike obsessed.
He's a billboard for the company, man. And again, Sean's not alone. We all know 5 guys that are just like this. That when it doesn't matter if they're going to the club, to the golf course, if they're gardening, it doesn't matter. They are decked out head to toe with that logo. It was never my thing. You ask why it's collapsed, and that's a great question of what's happened with their, BlackBerry. I think you're right. It's not a fair comparison because BlackBerry was such a tech spike back down.
And never adapted.
Right. And whereas Nike, man, they were talking about a 30-year owning the game for 30 years. That's been really impressive.
I guess the shocking thing to me is look at the athletes they have signed up. You would think there would be a correlation there, but in 5 years, you've lost 80% of your stock value from the high. I mean, if you bought in 1997 at $3 a share, you're still doing okay. But if you bought at 167, you've lost money, or 166. Again, I'm not a stock guy, but this has become kind of a big news. But the reason I ask, again, I don't dibble dabble in the stock market. Do I go to E-Trade? Do I go to Charles Schwab and buy now? Because the Caitlin Clark shoe launches on October 1st. Is Caitlin Clark going to be the savior of Nike? Is that shoe and her name and her double C logo going to be enough to raise it? Because even if you bought at 40 and you got it up to 60 or 70, it's a pretty good return on investment.
That's huge. A 50% return on your investment. That'd be great. Are you asking a rhetorical question, or are you really wanting me to answer?
What would you do? Do you sit there and go, well, the Caitlin shoe is coming out on October 1st. It's at a historical low.
I mean, maybe for a short-term bump that might come from the Caitlin but I don't think that's the question you're asking. I think the question you're asking is Caitlin Clark the next Michael Jordan? Is she going to be the one that saves Nike? And the answer to that's no. An emphatic no.
And I think
the shoe's not great. The logo, I've said, is garbage. The league does not take care of Caitlin. You can see the frustration building. The interest in WNBA is dying and waning. What? Nike. Interest in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark's tolerance of what's going on, apparently. All going down. Maybe there's a temporary bump. You get the shoe out. A bunch of young ladies that have been clamoring for this and waiting for it and love Caitlin Clark and have fallen in love with basketball because of her. The USSSA or whatever, the AAU circuit is filled with Caitlin Clark shoes and Caitlin Clark logos. And there's a temporary bump in that. I do not see this being another Michael Jordan-esque run. I think Donnie Rickles is probably right here. You want to know a more apt comparison? He says, what about it's Caitlin Clark's going to be closer to the Lolo Jones impact than Michael Jordan.
That's fair.
Remember when Dan and Dave came out for the Olympics?
Reebok?
For the Reebok?
And also you have a different type of competition now. Everybody likes to talk about big corporations and stuff like that. But the internet has changed the game, meaning like where my daughter goes to college, the Savannah College of Art and Design. Ross, they have a major that is shoe design. So is it Hoka's or Hoka's or what are they?
Yeah.
Hoka.
HOKA. Yeah.
They're saying, hey, Hoka's just kind of started as this thing. Now they're getting into running shoes. People have loved the Hoka's. Hell, Crocs are still a thing. I don't get the Croc thing. It's a rubber shoe, but to each his own. But I guess what I'm saying is you can build a business that doesn't have to be the $1 billion deal like Nike. You can create something manufactured on a scale that works for you, create a demand, and build a company, right? And people just want something that looks cool but is also comfortable.
I think that the cool part of it is if you're talking about a big global brand and what Nike did, it's not the comfortable part. So, I mean, sure, you can sell it as comfortable.
It's a marketing company that works as a shoe company and a clothing company.
Yes, you nailed it. I've had a couple pair of Hokas, loved them. A couple pair of On excuse me, On Clouds. When I did my big hike, I wore a pair of On Clouds. That was odd. They're super comfortable shoes. On that, to give you an example, I think I told you this when we were walking. I never saw a pair of Nikes. For the 3 weeks I was there and walking, people that had taken it seriously and were walking 15, 20 miles a day, never saw a single pair of Nikes.
Nike seems to be like the dress shoes for the casual person, meaning you got the the old, the black and yellow ones. Well, I'm going to go to a nice event tonight where I can wear sneakers with slacks, but that'll stick out. But I can handle it for 8 hours because it's going to look good.
I have a pair of Hawkeye colored Jordans. My buddy John got me. And when I went to the gala, we're going to get to that. That was what I wore those with my suit.
Because you knew it looked good, right? You're like, my feet are going to suck, but this is going to look good.
The other day, Audrey and I go up to the cheese shop for lunch.
I love the cheese shop right by your house.
I love the cheese shop. Get a little charcuterie board for lunch. Had a little glass of wine.
If I lived where you were, I'd be fatter than I am today. I'd be at Lamy.
Dude, Lamy and the cheese shop.
Yeah.
I'm in there, and this lady comes in. And she goes up to the manager, and she's like, "Hey, how you doing? I'm here to ask for donations." And he's like, "Yeah, what's up?" And she says, "Got a gala coming up." That lady said gala.
Did you say, "No, ma'am"?
I didn't.
My broadcast partner says it's a gala.
I didn't say, "Miss, excuse me, do you listen to The Rush with Travis and Ross?"
You should have.
You should every day from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. If you did, you'd know it's actually a gala. And then I look at Audrey and I go,
Did you say, "Oh, you're going with your aunt"?
I didn't. I just let her do her thing.
Oh yeah, Nike falling off the cliff as far as the stock price.
Is this a
I just think there's so many more options out there.
To me. It is a surprise to me because I still thought that they were on the global market thing.
I think it's still the most popular global brand.
There's a little bit of a Casey's thing happening for me here. I guess I thought it was more of a Casey's thing. Not really a Casey's thing, the opposite of a Casey's thing. Like, I see here in Des Moines, and maybe I'm crazy, but man, it seems to me like the Casey's that I go to have kind of fallen off. They're
really?
not, yeah. And then I hear people and they go, "Dude, the stock is incredible. Like, Casey's stock is one of the best stocks you can have." And then you find out like they're killing it in Texas. And it's like, whoa, okay. So if you zoom out, they're doing really wonderful. Here where I saw them and where I watched them grow and I was a big fan of them, I'm not feeling the love anymore. I don't see it.
Well, I think, unfortunately, especially when as you expand and scale, I used to be a big come and go guy. Maverick came in, and the ones around my house are crap now. I've switched to Casey's.
Really?
But let me tell you why. Is it necessarily the store and everything? No. It all comes down to who's managing it, what the expectations are of the employees. I mean, so I must have people
it is
who...
the people.
It's 100% the people.
Yeah.
You can go to McDonald's and have a great experience. You go to McDonald's and have a bad experience. It's usually the people you're interacting with.
Yeah.
So if you have a manager that is not holding their employees to a certain standard that, hey, this place is going to be clean, this bathroom needs to be clean all the time, And the bathroom's the big thing for me. If I go in and your bathroom's crap, I'm never coming back. Because I don't want to be standing in a pool of piss.
Just, it's a feel. It's not even standing in the pool of piss. There is just there's a feel to it. You walk in, you go, in and out of here.
Yeah, so I would
Well,
say...
when I walk in, I go, I'm going to get comfortable in here.
I'm going to stay a while. I'm going to walk around. I'm going to shop.
Shirt off. Yeah, this is going to be... They put those hooks there for my clothes. This is nice.
But, you know, Casey's, of course, has its name on the arena in Des Moines. Now it's putting its name on the ice rink at the brand new ice rink at the Mid-America Iceplex. They gave $1 million to help on that third sheet of ice.
Wow, a third sheet of ice going in one building. That place is freaking massive, man.
The new one's going to seat about 3,500 up to 4,000, which leads to the question. If you're going to have a third sheet of ice at the Mid-America Recplex, do you need a sheet of ice at Merle Hay Mall?
No.
Do you go through that?
No.
I'm with you because the Bucks aren't going to play at Merle Hay anymore. They're going to be out at Mid-America. Is it worth state money and an investment to put a sheet of ice at Merle Hay Mall?
Dude, I don't know. No is the answer to that question. But as a Des Moines guy, the better question is what goes there? What do you do with that? When you said Merle Hay Mall, is it Merle Hay Mall?
Merle Hay Mall is where they're going to put the ice rink. They started pre-construction.
That's so yeah. They're taking. Yeah. That's right.
Because the Bucks were originally part of that. They pulled out of the development deal, I think, like a year or two ago.
Remember that?
And now you go. As soon as the Bucks pulled out, you should be like, we're not going to put a sheet of ice here. Ice is expensive, folks. You need to rent that constantly to make it. There are two bad investments to make in the sports world if you cannot
sustain it.
Where Mid-America is great, you got 3 sheets of ice. Everybody's going out. You got 3 sheets of ice. You're renting that constantly. Another bad investment is a pool. A pool is a worse investment than a sheet of ice.
So this is our buddy Joe Knapp, who is Hat Trick Breaks. He works with Jay's CD and Hobby. And Jay's left the mall and moved that store up to Ankeny. There was another story about a group, of young family couple that had invested in an arcade and put it in the mall on the pretense that there was eventually going to be a Buccaneers arena there, and they were going to have people in and out of the mall, and it was save the mall.
To me, if you're an ice skater, if you're a hockey player, youth, whatever, if you have 3 sheets of ice at one place and another sheet of ice that is completely on the other side of town, I mean, how long does it take to get from the Mid-America Recplex to Merle Hay? That's a 30-minute drive.
Yeah, I mean 15, but yeah, it's a drive. You're driving. Yeah, it's a 15, 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
Yep, you go up around the interstate. It's 15 minutes, but that's to your point. And then there is another one that's in like Johnston. So pretty close to Merle Hay Mall, but like north of the mall.
I'm just saying that's a hefty investment.
There's 2 sheets inside that building. There are 2 sheets inside of the complex up in Johnston.
What was the old line from Contact? Why build one when you can build 2?
See, you're good with movie lines. I remember music lyrics. You're good with movie lines.
Yeah, the difference there is my movie lines are like 5 words. Your lyrics are like the entire chorus. I'm like, damn, dude.
Merle Hay's Coles is now a pickleball place.
Maybe the mall becomes like one of these indoor.
Man. Oh, Ray Q and Ray Q's our hockey guy. He says there's only one sheet inside of that arena.
In Johnston?
Yeah.
there's a roller rink?
Oh my gosh. Hold on. This is from my buddy that's a hockey coach. He said they don't have any anymore. The Metro Ice facility hasn't had ice for years.
In Johnston?
No kidding.
Why? Because
I would
they're
imagine.
all going to Mid-America Recplex.
You probably just nailed it, Trav. That facility was not in great shape in the years Eli would go out there and play hockey. I mean, I do remember it wasn't like it was falling apart, but maybe it was even in worse shape than I remember. Man, the upkeep and the maintenance and.
I mean, what I like about the Mid-America Recplex, I mean, it's a nice development out there. You got Des Moines University, which is brand new out there. You just keep going down the road. You got all those basketball. You're able to bring everybody together. I mean, that one makes a lot of sense. Ross, and I'm seeing it in my world, the construction of sports facilities and the clamoring for that youth dollar is simply amazing to me. Simply amazing to me. And you see it.
My buddy Ryan. Youth sports is about one thing, and it ain't the kids.
It's about the money. It's all about the money. See, Killian Torre got hurt.
I did see this. Yeah, I saw Williams put out a tweet or something yesterday. Was it yesterday this news came out, right?
Yeah, yesterday I saw the Travis Hines article come down from the Des Moines Register. A reported shoulder injury. Apparently he had one kind of that got healed up. Then he went to Damian Lillard's elite camp. No word yet on whether or not he's going to have to sit out any games or what the extent of the injury is. We'll probably have to wait for TJ Otzelberger to say something about it. But that's kind of a blow, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a blow.
Yeah.
It's definitely a blow. That's the answer to that question. I don't know the level of, you know what I mean? Is it that's
the whole thing. We don't know the severity.
Dampen the expectations of the season because you're not
going to always go get Taman Lipsy to come back.
Right, exactly right. Grab some dude from an NBA roster. We can get a judge that's for a loyal son forever true. It is, man, if you're a Cyclone fan, I think Donnie just wrote in, when it rains, it pours. I think if you're a Cyclone fan, this is one of those things of like, geez.
But you know what? You know who I trust in those situations? TJ.
Me too.
I mean, if this was Jimmy Rogers and Jalen Rayner as quarterback went out and be like, oh, it's going to be a different season for Hawkeye or for Cyclone football. Here, TJ's got enough street cred to go. It's just replace and bring him back in.
Tyler says kind of a loss. He's one of the best defenders in the conference.
I get that, but what I'm saying is I think Iowa State can refill. Look at what TJ's been able to do, even with lower expectations.
I think that was kind of my thoughts too. Is like, again, maybe my reaction to it was more of like, maybe my reaction to that was more of like, Iowa State just kid, another nut punch. I don't know. It's interesting. TJ, thanks for the I think that's, or Tyler, sorry. And I'd trust you more on the best defender in the country, or you didn't say country. One of the best defenders in the conference, yeah. Of
course, football right around the corner. We talked a lot about football in hour number 1. Monday Night Football is a big deal, still is kind of a big deal. A lot of people pushing back on ESPN, Ross, as Pat McAfee is going to join a Monday Night Football show. And now the big story is Pat McAfee overexposed?
Yes. The answer to that question is yes.
But you know what? This is typical of any broadcast entity. Stephen A. Smith was in this for a little bit. When you have popularity and ratings to back it up, you ride the horse till it's not good anymore. There was a time Chris Berman was overexposed. Chris Berman was like on everything for ESPN. Then you kind of like, okay, I'm sick of this act. And you wait a while and it goes away. Right now, ESPN's going, hey, McAfee has the numbers to back it up. It's one of those polarizing things. You either love him or you freaking hate him. I'm a McAfee fan. Always have been. Just because he's non-traditional, he probably approaches broadcasting a little bit more like I do than a traditional journalist, right? I mean, he's just out there. Whether it's genuine or not, it comes off as genuine. And I
think
like
it's genuine. I think he's genuinely that bro.
Yeah.
You know, and that's, again, not for everybody. I think that you hit a couple of good names there. He's a lot like Stephen A. Smith. Is Stephen A. Smith...
Different but same.
Different but same. Is Stephen A. Smith overexposed? Yes. Is Stephen A. Smith still making millions of dollars from ESPN? Yes. Well, how are those things both true? Because you just nailed it, man. It's still millions of people that he moves the needle for. And by the way, now they're invested in him. Now they're invested. They've fired a whole bunch of people to keep the guy, fired a whole bunch of people to restructure contracts so they can make sure that he's theirs and they get all of these Pat McAfee things. I think he's been overexposed. I'm not saying that. I don't think it's an act. It's not quite the Chris Berman, you know what I mean? It's not that.
But if you
thing.
Go back to his original shows, he hasn't changed that much, right?
No,
I mean,
not at all. Not at all. I think he's still Pat McAfee. That's why I think it's genuine. It's not an act.
David asked if he's still going to be on College Game Day. I believe he is. Though people started a rumor on the internet yesterday they had to fight back on. They're like, McAfee, how could you take Lee Corso's headgear bit? He goes, what are you talking about? Like they just accused him of going to put on the headgear. He goes, I don't know where you found that. But what happens is you put that out there, Ross, and people go.
It passes the smell test. That's the thing, is that you hear it. And you, like when you said that, I'm like, oh, I could absolutely see them having McAfee put on do an act. I mean, again, when I say do the act, is Jim Carrey acting when he's being a goofball? No, I think that's Jim Carrey.
That's fair.
And I think Pat McAfee is that way. But are they going to have him put on the herky head and do the Pat McAfee act? I would make sense.
If you're going to the Iowa State Fair, which you should, make sure to hit up JR's South Pork Ranch. It's not just a food stop, it's a full-on fair stop. Live music, late-night DJs, great drinks, wonderful food, including the bacon pickle mac and cheese, the famous lobster roll, or one of the most talked about new items at the fair, caviar nuggets, premium caviar, creme fraiche, and crispy chicken nuggets. JR's South Pork Ranch at the Iowa State Fair. Visit before the fair ends. It is the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive. Brian Duax joins us next.
Game on. Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. Front row tickets to every show millionaire. Hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Brendan Santone here at Willis Cadillac. Coming into August, back to school time, we have a full lineup of our EV models available to come check out. Vistic, Optic, or Lyric. We have a few of each. Behind me to my left is going to be a new color for this year, 2027, Cashmere with a light interior, very elegant. And then to the right is a silver with black kind of combination, more of a sporty look. So whichever you prefer, we got a little bit of everything. Come see us in Clive at Willis Cadillac or at williscadillac.com.
Another day in paradise.
You said it, buddy. Wait, I shop at Tim.
With over 20 years of experience, Bats and Bugs Pest Solutions can help.
I don't like the sound of that.
Whether it's birds in your dryer vent, ants in your kitchen, or bats in your attic.
Did you just say bats?
Call us today and see how Bats and Bugs can help prevent your home from becoming their home.
Not good, not good.
Well, it's been nice knowing you. I'm out of here.
Bats and Bugs Pest Solutions. Even the pests know.
So I think what's unique about Urology Center of Iowa is that we are a truly independent, single specialty clinic.
We have a mantra that the patient comes first, the group comes second, and we as individual surgeons come last.
When I meet with a patient for the first time, I want them to feel heard. I never want them to feel like I'm in a rush.
Just watching the change that you can make in a patient's life, it's everything.
Schedule an appointment at iowauro.com.
I like to buy America from hometown near and far. All pursuing happiness doesn't matter who you are.
That's the real thing. Loving the Rush? Of course you are. Keep listening for more local sports content on The Lunch Rush with Trent Condon from 11 to 1 and Beyond the Bench with Sean Roberts and Lucas Strain from 4 to 6 every day. It's all here on the Rush Radio Network.
Fresh, wild walleyes. This summer, point your compass north to Ballard's Resort on Lake of the Woods. Ballard's Lake of the Woods long-standing family resort offers a pole-in-hand guided fishing experience along with all-inclusive packages that include lodging and meals. Chase 10-pound trophies with the walleye capital of the world's most established fleet. Your adventure for fresh, wild walleyes awaits at Ballard's Resort. Set the hook at ballardsresort.com.
Hi, I'm Tom, owner of Central City Liquors. Our customers love us because we offer a large selection at an affordable price. And to keep costs low for you, we don't splurge on fancy promotions and expensive equipment. This commercial is being shot on a phone taped to a stick. Anyway, we are proud to announce our new rewards program that allows customers to save more the more they buy. Whoop! So don't spend more to pay for fancy commercials. Save at Central City, where we know what's important. I told you we should have used duct tape.
State Fair savings have rolled into Willis Chevrolet of Granger. It's the biggest event of the season, and we're celebrating with huge discounts, deals like Silverado 1500 0% APR for 60 months, plus $750 cash rebate. Trailblazer already affordable, now packed with an additional $750 cash rebate. Come see why Willis Chevrolet of Granger is the best place in Iowa to buy a Chevy. Get here in Granger or online at willischevy.com.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, returns now with fresh sports takes and at least one unnecessary rant.
It doesn't matter if you're a Hawkeye fan or a Cyclone fan, your winnings could be instant with the new Iowa Hawkeyes or Iowa State Cyclone Instaplay tickets. Both of these Instaplay tickets have a top prize of $20,000 from the Iowa Lottery, and that prize worth storming the field for any football fan. Instaplay tickets are easy to buy. Simply ask the cashier at your favorite Iowa Lottery retailer today. Instaplay tickets, Iowa Hawkeyes and Iowa State Cyclones from the Iowa Lottery. Welcome back to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. I'm Travis Justice. He's Ross Peterson. It's Thursday. That means we bring in the one, the only, Brian Duax.
Gentlemen, how are we today?
Doing well, Brian. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. You know, in the last 2 days, I've had two people come in and go. One, my beer guy comes in and goes, all right, what the hell's the deal tomorrow? I'm pissed I didn't get down here last week. And then last night, my neighbor came over and she was talking to my wife. And as she's walking out the door, she goes, you know what? I'm calling you tomorrow at 7:42 just because.
All right.
See?
Appreciate the team effort. Appreciate the team effort. That's awesome. What is the deal with the beer lately, man? Travis and I both been blown away by this. We thought for sure it would be whiskey or THC drinks that
you and me both.
Yeah.
But it's working.
It's okay. All right.
So I don't really care.
I came up with an idea yesterday, and that is it the price point? Meaning, you know, sometimes a bottle of whiskey is $30 to $40 to $50, and people are like, yeah, but I can get a 12-pack of beer for $12.99. I'm gonna do that, right?
Maybe, or is it's so hot outside, it's not whiskey season? So
I had
don't
whiskey
know.
last night. I had some whiskey last night, and I made a big pour.
What did you have?
Well, I just went with my my Kirkland brand bourbon because I'm like, do I just need something to put me to sleep? And I thought, yeah, it's instead of taking NyQuil, I'm just going to take the Kirkland and pour it in there.
Upgrade. That's all I'm going to say to you, Trav. Upgrade.
I've got the Maker's Mark. I've got the knob. I've got a.
What are
If you
doing?
only have one, why are you drinking the cheap shit?
Because it's.
What are you saving it for?
Here's the deal. My wife is. Here's the way I've had this bottle of Dom Perignon that is like sitting. And my wife's like, "Are we gonna ever drink this?" I'm like, "On a special occasion." She goes, "We've had like 10 special occasions." She goes, "It's just sitting there underneath a cabinet and not doing anything."
Well, and if you're not keeping the cork wet, if you're not keeping it at room temperature, it might be vinegar by now, bro.
It's room temperature and it's on its side, so the cork would probably be wet, right?
Okay.
Because
then you're probably okay.
Okay.
Then you're probably okay. If any oxygen got in there at all, you're screwed.
This is where you and I are so like. I'm with Ann Jeanette, man.
Drink it.
I know.
Special occasion. Hell, we woke up today. Let's get after it.
Let go. It's my blankie. I can't let it go.
You can keep the bottle.
Here you go, Trav. I have a bottle of Old Forester birthday bourbon that I've been saving for my kid to turn 21.
Okay.
He turns 21 tomorrow. Unfortunately, he has a game on Saturday, so we can't drink it.
That's it. This is what happens. This is what happens with someday.
Yeah.
There's a great John Fogerty song. Someday never comes.
But by the way, I think I texted you guys last night. I really wish I would have pulled this one last week. This one says, "Ross is my bitch. Love, Mel." Mel, you are going to win a prize just because of this entry. I don't know what I'm going to give you yet, Mel, but I'm going to give you something. Because this one, last week after we did the drawing, I put all the other ones into a box, and I saw this one, and I just started laughing. Like, Mel, kudos.
Ross is my bitch.
And it's probably true. I don't know who Mel is, but Ross probably is.
That's my friend Melanie. Yeah.
And you probably are her bitch.
Now let's just relax a little bit on that, okay? Could Melanie kick my ass? Yes.
So, again.
Have you been out to the fair at all?
I have been. I took my wife and my daughter out there. I think it was last Saturday. Fucking packed.
Yeah.
And then my wife and all her girlfriends went to TLC the other night, and I got the lovely luxury of being the chauffeur to and from. That's always fun.
It's funny you say TLC. I would have said Salt and Pepper.
She saw them too.
No, I know, but I look at that, and I think TLC was like the headliner, and I'm like, I'm a Salt and Pepper dude.
Yeah.
But is the Salt and Pepper they've been to the fair quite a bit.
Yeah.
They're the Del Shannon of the fair now.
Yeah.
The Del Shannon.
I'm not kidding. They show up every year. They show up with a different group.
Yeah, she saw them with like Belle Biv DeVoe and somebody else.
Tone
like
Loc. She came with. Yeah. Salt and Pepper been here.
Yeah. Been here.
Been here. Yeah.
Did you go to JR's? Did you have a lobster roll or anything like that?
JR's was packed. I did not have a lobster roll. I didn't want to wait in that line. I will be there Saturday, though. It's my sister-in-law's birthday, so we're all going out Saturday.
Well, I'll be there as well.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come find you and harass you.
Okay, that's fine. I'll be at JR's from 2 to 5 watching Owen on the stage. So
I don't think we'll be there until after 5, but we'll see.
Then you may not see me then.
Oh, I'll find you. Don't you worry. I got a tracker on you.
Ooh, that scares me.
I wouldn't say I missed you.
Wow.
Who's the grandstand act on Saturday? You got when no one's done at 5? Are you out of there?
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
because we'll get there probably noon 1. I've got a ribbon cutting at like 9:30 in the morning. That we'll leave right after that, and then I'll park at the Capitol, take the bus over, get in.
See, if you'd been nice to Mel, you could park at Mel's mom's house.
Oh, really?
I'm
For
just
free?
saying. If you know people.
That's 90% of life, isn't it?
That is 95% of the fair
of life.
Okay. All right. I was trying to be nice. Speaking of knowing people, can I give kudos to Ken, your boy Ken?
Yeah, Ken Payne.
Yeah, last Thursday he did some event that I helped him organize. Like just getting a bunch of your advertisers and a bunch of the local businesses together. What a great event he put on. You know, I brought in Cedar Ridge. We did a blind whiskey tasting of 4 different Cedar Ridges. He gave a little speech, and during his little speech, he is pumping Central City like nobody's business. And I'm standing right next to him, and in the back is a Hy-Vee corporate dude, and he is fuming. And I'm just chuckling in the back of my head, just like, keep going, Ken. Keep going. Keep telling them how great we are.
Speaking of whiskey tastings, are we still on for the 29th?
Yep, Revelton.
Revelton at 10 a.m.?
11. They moved it back so you could drive a little bit slower or wake up a little bit later.
And how many people do we get?
We can take up to 12. So I don't know how many you have. I have myself, maybe the Todd father, but the Todd father stopped drinking, so he may not join us.
Okay. Owen may come with me. That would be 3. Ross, are you going to bring anybody?
It looks like Carlstead at Willis. He says, "Hey, I didn't get the invite to the whiskey event, so I'll bring Carlstead as my +1."
Well, I think
you know what? And see if Josh and Jason even want to go along.
Okay.
I'll write them today and see if they want to join us.
Yeah, I mean,
We can fill it.
I don't know if Trent or Sean and Lucas want to come. I don't.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Still talking to Ken about advertising with Trent and advertising with Sean and Lucas. So,
well,
if they want to come, they can. Yeah, I know. We'll see about the last one. We'll see.
Have you
Good
ever
news.
gotten
Might
a
have
cease
saved you
and
some money
desist?
here, Brian.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten a cease and desist from a lawyer?
No. And knowing if I ever did, I can guarantee you what my father would do.
Fight
He would probably tell them to go fuck themselves, throw it away, and keep doing whatever he's doing.
Are there any? There's got to be some great, like with the Field of Dreams whiskey. That's something that obviously that partnership is set up long before that thing hits the shelves.
Well,
but
even the Hawkeye one from last week that they
I was going to say,
released
do you
last
have the
week.
1847 on hand right now?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me go find it. Let me walk and find it. It's somewhere in here.
And they couldn't call it Hawkeye vodka like Travis did last week.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's here somewhere. I don't know where the Todd father put it, but we sold some of it last week. I know we did. I just don't know where he put it. I'm not up here
Maybe
enough.
it's sold out.
Is Hawkeye vodka made in Iowa?
Right there.
Huh? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, because it's got the Tiger Hawk logo on it. That's how you know it's real.
And to answer your question, no, I do not believe Hawkeye vodka is made in Iowa. I believe, here's the fact of vodka I do believe. I believe 80% of the world's vodka starts in Muscatine, Iowa, as neutral grain spirit, and then gets shipped all over the world and then made into whatever vodka it is.
Tito's is like that, right? Tito's is made in Muscatine.
Again, I think 80, if not more, % of vodka originates in Muscatine, Iowa, then gets shipped to wherever. Then they do their thing to it, and they call it.
All right. I remember we're on the farm one time. I'm a little kid, and Grandpa had passed away, and they're telling old stories. And somebody in the family, my uncle Jim, is like, yeah, and great grandpa, he hid all the whiskey for the county of Wayne in the cistern during Prohibition. And my aunt says, then why aren't we rich? So I want to ask the folks of Muscatine, we're making 80% of the world's vodka?
Well, again, it's neutral grain spirit when they do it. So it's basically Everclear.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And they're shipping it off to wherever, and people are adding their water to it, and now it's their vodka.
Okay. All right.
Can you make anything out of a neutral spring or
You can milk anything with nipples.
I think you could. I don't think it would be very good in certain instances, but I think you could.
Okay. Makes sense.
So, yeah.
All right. What do we got for specials this week? We know it's going to be beer because people want beer.
It's going to be beer, and I went with all 4 that are on the poll. I just gave them better discounts for the ones that won.
Okay.
Oh, I like it. Okay.
So we're going Coors Light, 15-pack aluminum 16-ounce, regular price $21.99. This weekend $18.99.
Wow. Like it. Okay.
We're going the Flight, Yingling Flight,
So the Yingling flight, I didn't, when Travis said this, I was thinking it meant a flight of Yingling beers, meaning like 6 different, like a mix and match type of pack.
Nope. So Yingling has the original that comes in the green bottle that I really, really like. And this is like their Mick Ultra alternative.
Oh, okay.
Instead of calling it light, they call it flight.
Correct.
Got it now.
It's really delightful too. Okay,
I was mixing it. Okay.
This is normally $9.49. We're going $8.99.
Wow.
Yeah, the people in the chat seem to like that one. I see people saying that it tastes like Ultra but more flavor.
Yep.
I have less flavor.
which comes out way too early in my opinion. It's Summer Shandy when it first started only came out in the summer. Oktoberfest when it first started only came out like September, October, November. It comes out earlier and earlier every year. Delightful beer, fantastic. $9.99 normally, $8.99 now.
Yeah,
that's a 6-pack. Are those 12 or 16 ounces?
These are just 12 ounce.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then this one I had never heard of, but I'm not a weird beer guy, a craft beer guy. I'm just a Coors Light guy or a Yingling guy. This is the Goose Island Tropical Beer Hug.
Never heard of it, but
normally,
Goose Island makes really good beer.
Yeah, normally $9.89 on sale this week $9.89 regularly, $8.99 this week.
Damn.
And the Todd Father, one more special. It's not really special, but it is special. The Todd Father has written me a note for the last 3 weeks, and I keep forgetting to say it. For all of you home kegerator people that just have kegs at your disposal and drinking all the time, we have probably 10 to 12 customers that we deliver kegs to on a regular basis.
I have a buddy closing.
Do you make them pay the deposit on the keg because you're going to do it?
The first time, yes. But then when we exchange it, it's just an exchange. So if you have, I have a guy in Polk City that has a 5-keg kegerator in his basement. Unbelievable home.
Wow.
He paid the $150 for the 5 deposits the first time. And then when he's empty, I take him 5 more kegs, bring back 5 kegs. No deposit needs to be exchanged because we still have the first.
5 kegs of the same beer? Is it the same beer?
Oh, no. He does 3 different weird ones and then a Coors Light or a Bud Light or a Busch
Light. He says
or
weird ones. I love it.
And then a root beer.
How long does it take him to go through 5 kegs?
Well, so they're just the little kegs.
It's a pony keg.
Oh, it's just well then.
Yeah, it's just the little ones, but it's probably 2 cases of beer apiece. So it's really only 10 cases of beer that he's got on tap, and one is always root beer for his kids.
I'm sure those kids never touch those other handles.
Ever.
I'm helping a friend close on a house on Monday that has a kegerator in the basement.
There you go.
Yeah.
So depending on where they live,
close enough to you, I promise you that.
Yeah, we'll deliver it to you. If it's a home in Ankeny, we're in Ankeny on Mondays and Thursdays with my delivery guys. If it's a home in Indianola, we're in Indianola on Wednesdays. If it's Ames, we're there on Wednesdays. So we can work it out. You just got to be patient with us on what day to make it easy for us to get to you that we'll deliver you home kegs.
Do people still buy a lot of kegs? I mean, they do. They'll come in and say, hey, I need a keg for a party. Go ahead and really?
Yes.
What's a keg of Bud Light going for now?
I believe it's $185 plus tax and deposit.
Whoa. I swear the last time I bought a keg, we're talking when I was 21.
Yeah.
It was like $75.
Yeah. When I was at Drake, we had the soccer house was right on the path between Frat Row and the school. And during relays, the entrepreneur I am, I sat there with a keg and it was $5 a cup. And everybody who walked by wanted a cup of beer. It was $5. I think I went through on the relays weekend, 13 to 15 kegs. $5 a cup. I was a little entrepreneur. I had a hell of a good time.
Yeah, you also had a great distribution center to where you paid wholesale for the. Yeah. Or did your dad upcharge you?
I paid him I think it was about $100 a keg at that point. But yeah, beer just keeps going up in price. So if you have a home keg delivery, we can take care of it.
Damn.
I had no idea that it was that expensive.
So here's how I used to break it down, and I used to try and neglect people from going to kegs. A keg of beer is 144 beers, so it's 7 cases. Can you get 7 cases of beer for $185? It's probably pretty close nowadays, depending on what you're buying. But at one point, kegs were so much more expensive than buying 7 cases of beer. I was like, listen, if everybody's not a Bud Light drinker, get 3 cases of Bud Light, 3 cases of Coors Light, and a case of Miller Light. There's your 7 cases. It's a keg, but people still love the nuance.
It means something. Yeah, it signifies something.
It's
like
hard to
having
do to a keg stand with just beer.
it's hard. It's like having Chris Meharry at your party, right, Travis?
Yeah.
If you have a keg, it's like, oh, this is legit.
Yeah.
But it's even better if it's got the pump spout and
Yeah,
sitting
the old
in
school.
like a plastic thing with a plastic tub with ice around it.
Yeah, the old school.
Yeah, if
So
you
much.
got a-
You
if
got
you
so
a
much
kegerator
East
with
Side
5
in you.
taps, that's a bit much.
Every now and again, Travis, you get the East Side just oozes out of you. I love it. I love it.
Listen, do you know how many keggers were like a farm field in the middle of nowhere, Iowa? Just like, where are we going? Well, Johnny's got a field we can go deep into the cops can't get to.
Yep.
On the East Side, there was the gravel pits. We just called it the pits. And then there was like a dirt circle over on the East Side. But then the Southeast Polk kids had a place that they called Pinion, I think. But it was like you had to know it was dirt road, dead end dirt road.
Yeah, you had to know somebody to know how to get
You
there.
had to know how to get there. You had to follow people the first time and second.
All right, so we got the Coors 15-pack, 16-ounce aluminum bottles, $18.99. We've got the Yuengling Flight, that's the light beer for 6-pack for $8.99. The Sam Adams Oktoberfest for $8.99 6-pack, and the Goose Island Tropical Hug, which I think I read just as like a double hopped or something like that.
Yeah,
that's also $8.99. So your beer specials for the week from Central City Liquors, good today through Sunday. When you go in, no matter what day you go in and say, hey, I want to sign up for the weekly prize, which Brian gives away on Thursday. And
apparently, if you leave nasty notes for me on the back of them, instead of additional points.
I need to pull that one back out because I told her I'm giving her a prize. Let me pull that one back out of the other bucket.
That's Mel. Yeah.
Mel, I'm going to get you something. I don't know what
I love it.
drink, Mel. If you're listening, get it in the chat, and I'll figure out what you drink, and we'll hook you up for writing Ross as your bitch.
And by the way, if you want to go in now and get creative with whatever you want to write about Ross, me, or even Brian, take a shot at Brian.
This could be a new contest.
I don't know that we want to open this can of worms here.
Could be a new contest. Craziest line gets another prize.
Exactly.
As
Hit
long
me
as
with
it
your
gets
best
them in
shot.
here, as long as it gets them in here, I'm down.
There we go.
See?
All right. I'm
all that
into
matters.
sure.
So this week I have this lovely little neon clock from Lux Row.
Oh, that's a
Yes,
clock?
Yeah,
It
see
is
the
a
hands
clock.
in the middle of it?
Oh, yeah.
It is a clock.
Okay, where's Lux Row?
Hey, I've never heard
Lux
of that.
Row is in Kentucky. They do Penelope. They do Ezra Brooks. They have a pretty big portfolio. So
Okay.
one of my reps brought me this last week. So that's the giveaway for this week. And then don't forget we have a second giveaway.
Are your reps getting keen to the game? Like, hey, I'm going to bring this to Brian because they know you're going to give it away?
Yes. Yes. Like one of the beer guys the other day, he goes, "You've been doing this show for a long time." And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "You've never called me about it." And I go, "That's because you never won the poll." And he was like, "Well, shit. We got to start winning the poll." So he won it last week with the Tiger Hawk beer and then the Sam Adams and the Tropical
Oh,
Hug is this
nice.
week.
All right.
So, yeah. Here we go. And don't forget, we got 2 drawings. So we've
Okay.
got this one, and then we've got the Buffalo Trace Barrelhead that's coming out of this one, which is where I put all the old ones.
Okay.
So this one's really full because this is basically every drawing entry we've had since we've started.
That box is pretty cool.
I've had a lot of people offer me a lot of money for that
I
box.
bet you have.
And it's got a cool little lid on it that goes in there too.
Oh, it's like a magic
That is sweet.
It's like a hidden door.
Old E.H. Taylor.
Damn.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get that lid off so we can draw that one too. All right, so this week's winner for the Lux Row
Dum, da, da, dum, 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 dum.
Rob Lemke.
Rob Lemke.
Lemke.
Lemke. Who was the baseball player? Who was that second baseman for the Braves? Mark Lemke? Remember Mark Lemke?
Yeah, I remember it, but I don't think there's any
got it.
relation here. I'm not going
I
to
think
assume
it.
there
Probably
is.
Cousins. Congratulations.
Yeah, Cousins. Is that what it is?
So
Mark Lemke. No, sorry, Rob
No.
Lemke. Rob Lemke.
And then the barrelhead, the Todd father must have taken the barrelhead home. So we'll have to work out the barrelhead for Todd. I texted him this morning to bring it. So this is going to be
Now,
gonna
question.
be yeah, go ahead.
Should you put all those in there, the other ones, to give them or do you not want to do that?
We can put them in there.
Because it's everybody else. Yeah, they did give it a good swirl.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave these in here.
Okay.
This is going to be a 2-drawing thing because every one of them, if I pull one out, it's paper clips from the week it was done.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll pull one of these, and then I'll put them all in there.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to dig deep. I'm gonna
I
dig
can't do a
deep.
drum roll for that long.
I'm going to dig deep. That one wasn't paperclip. That one was just a pile of them.
1998 season. In the 1998 season, Mark Lemke had 17 hits in his 91 at-bats. Wow.
I'm putting all these in the bucket right now. The winner of the barrelhead. Stop it with your crickets, you dick.
246 career batting average for Mark Lemke. He had 32 home runs and 200.
Root.
Cody Root.
I'm sick of hearing the crickets. Cody Root. You son of a bitch, Travis.
I gave it an applause.
At the end.
Yeah. Cody Root.
Congratulations,
Cody Root wins the barrelhead.
God, that sounds like the name of a country singer, doesn't it?
It does. Very much so. All right. So Rob Lemke is our clock winner. Cody Root is our barrelhead winner, right?
And back on the charts with his single, Crying, Loving, and Leaving. It's Cody Root.
More, they're all in there.
All right. Get to Central City Liquors between now and Sunday to get in on the beer deals. Get there every single day when you need something to drink or something for the house and sign up for the weekly drawing. Brian, good seeing you. Travel safe this weekend to your soccer game, buddy.
Mel, come see Todd. I don't know what he's going to give you. Come see Todd, Mel.
See you, Brian.
See you guys.
See you, buddy.
Ross, you're taking your daughter to school?
Her mom is. Yeah, she stayed with mom last night. So
Okay.
she's but yep, I'll give her a buzz right now. I'm sure she's probably already there, actually. She was pretty excited.
Have a great Thursday, everybody. We're back tomorrow at 6 a.m. Don't forget Trent Condon in the Lunch Rush coming up from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock right here on the Rush Radio Network. Bye-bye.
Hey, Tanner with Liberty Lawn and Landscape here. We are now booking, so get a hold of us to schedule your next project today. Serving the Des Moines Metro, we specialize in a variety of services such as retaining walls, paver patios, edging and rocking, and much more. Now offering 3D renderings to show you exactly how your project will look before beginning. Liberty is proudly veteran-owned and ready to serve you today.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
It's August, and that means back to school time is upon us. And we here at Willis Infinity want to make sure you and your teen driver's vehicle are safe and reliable for the year ahead. That's why we're offering a complimentary vehicle inspection. Just bring you or your teen's car to any Willis service center, and our skilled technicians will check over things like brakes, tires, and more. Any make, any model. So schedule your appointment online at willisinfinity.com.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire, a front row tickets to every show millionaire, hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie, Yenair.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles, Yenair. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Bask in the glory of victories, or if necessary, wallow in the sorrow of defeat. Do both after every Hawkeye game on the Black and Gold Rush on the Rush Radio Network.
Hi, Noel from Fiscus Jewelers. Thinking about popping the question? Take their breath away with a diamond you can trust. Rare and forever natural diamonds. Thoughtfully selected and pre-screened using advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together. Our experienced team is here to help you create something truly meaningful. And let's not forget about the guys. We proudly offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Don't settle for less. Get more of what you want with new Power Water from Powerade. More electrolytes, more flavor, and zero sugar.
Do it again, make it a 10. I got the power.
Finally, a fitness water that gives you power for more. Powerade Power Water. It takes more.
There's more Rush coming up now, but stay tuned to the Rush Radio Network for the Lunch Rush with Trent Condon from 11 to 1 and finish your day with Sean Roberts and Lucas Train on Beyond the Bench from 4 to 6. Only on the Rush Radio Network.